Hey guys, it's Quinn, and as I'm sure we're all aware by now, the producers have released the latest batch of information about Bond 25. So let's take a look at the plot, the cast, and the locations for this film, as well as what this means for Daniel Craig moving forward. The plot of this film, at least ostensibly, appears to be similar to the ending of On Her Majesty's Secret Service. From what we understand, Bond is retired in, I believe, Jamaica when Felix Leiter asks him to help save a kidnapped scientist. In On Her Majesty's Secret Service, Bond was retired but obviously got back into the fold after his wife was killed. In both cases, Bond is thrown back into the loop after some fucked up stuff happened to him. This is interesting in my opinion because I think that this film could end up one of two ways. Either one, we get a film similar to Diamonds Are Forever where Bond was on the hunt for Blofeld the entire time and he's doing this similar thing with the villain of this film. Or two, we get a film like GoldenEye where Bond finds his villain relatively early on in the film, and the rest of the film is those two going at each other. I think, and this is a hot take since we're over a year out, but I think that this film will probably be somewhere down the middle. It's complete projector, but I do not think that they would cast someone like Rami Malek as the main villain unless they really planned on using him. But the film's official synopsis is Bond's peace is short-lived when his old friend Felix Leiter from the CIA turns up asking for help. The mission to rescue a kidnapped scientist turns out to be far more treacherous than expected, leaving Bond onto the trail of a mysterious villain armed with a dangerous new technology. In my opinion, I feel like it would take a lot of plot development for Bond to get from chilling at his house to meeting this supervillain. As such, I do not think Bond will meet the mysterious villain as quickly as he did in GoldenEye, but I don't think that it'll be a wild goose chase that Diamond was. Either way, let's hope it's good, because it's been 4 years since Spectre. Now, for the cast. The old crew is back, and I'm very excited about that. I'm also particularly happy that it looks like Felix Leiter will have a more active role in this film. That character is one of the best in the series, and I think Jeffrey Wright is one of the best to ever play the role. The one exception, I think, was the actor who played Felix Leiter in License to Kill. I think that was a very well done portrayal of Felix Leiter. Anyways, Christoph Waltz has not been confirmed to come back, but I have to say I would not be surprised if he does. The obvious most interesting pick is Rami Malek as the main villain. If we thought Le Chiffre was a beta villain physically in Casino Royale, I have no idea how Malek is supposed to be physically daunting to James Bond. Which is again why I believe it's very possible that he works for Christoph Waltz's Blofeld in some capacity. Like seriously, do you see this guy killing Bond? Neither do I. As an actor though, I think he'll play more of a creepy villain. A madman with a lethal technology who's kind of a schizo, I could totally see him being that kind of villain. In terms of the locations, I mean, God, we got London, Italy, Norway. I wouldn't be surprised if the Caribbeans are in there as well based on what the start of the movie sounds like. I mean, that just sounds cool. We'll probably get some snow scenes, some car chases in the hills of Italy, and probably some shit blowing up in London. Sounds a lot like Spectre, I know, but I'm okay with that. Switching gears just a bit, I think it's probably fair to say that this is Craig's last film. The guy has been in the role for 13 years at this point, which is the longest tenure of any Bond, and he still has another year to go before Bond 25 is released. I think that having pretty much every staple character back for this film is also an indication that they want this film to go out with a bang. The new director has indicated that he wants this to be a fantastic bookend to Craig's chapter so that the next Bond and Bond director will have a hell of a hard time beating out the greatness of this era in the Bond universe. Each actor's last film has been trash with maybe the exception of Dalton, so let's hope that we reverse that trend in Bond 25. Everything I've seen so far has made me hopeful that this will be the case. Overall, this film has a lot of potential. The cast is exciting, if slightly questionable as to how they could realistically beat Bond. The plot is very interesting in the number of roads that can go down, and the set pieces are sure to be good. It's interesting that they're releasing this film in the summer, which is something they haven't done for a Bond film since 1989. Who knows, maybe this film would be the most ridiculous action film that comes out of the series. All I know is, we've had to wait 5 long years for this, so it better be good. As always, like, share, comment, subscribe, and if you guys have any recommendations for new videos moving forward, please feel free to leave that in the comment section below. See you guys next time. Ciao.